Welcome to City Skylines episode 26 or 27. Um, Basically, I have done a lot of work off camera, like a shit ton of work. Basically, like the past 3 days, I've just been changing the skyline completely. I moved a bunch of skyscrapers in different areas. I've created a lot of parks, a lot of open spaces, and basically the downtown area is completely different now. And I thought I was going to share this with you guys. Initially, I recorded some of me building the skyline, but then, I was building it, but I was never really happy with the results. I was always going back to it. So it would have been like a very crazy video to show you guys. You guys would have probably gone mad by the end of the video. Just me placing things and like removing them like 100 times. So, yeah, and I also worked on it for like 3 days, so I didn't want to post like a million videos on this. And yesterday I filmed like me building this specific area over here, and which is like public housing. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. It's like a ghetto. And I recorded it, but then when I went to check it, it was all black. So I mean, stuff like that happens sometimes, but but at the end of the day, like I can still show you guys right now everything I built, and it's gonna be still a one hell of sick video. Where to begin? I guess this over here is the tallest skyscraper, the Sears Tower from Chicago. It is the tallest skyscraper in my city, and about the skyline, I don't think I will modify it anytime soon. I'm pretty satisfied with the effect, with the results, sorry, and I will probably be adding a bit more skyscrapers in some specific areas as I continue building the city. For example, this over here is some sort of a central park, and it looks fucking amazing. Like this part here with this roundabout, and how I placed these buildings to be faced towards the roundabout, if you know what I mean. I'm really satisfied with the effect, so I had to place these little roads like this, and I placed them on the roads, and then some bushes around. And so this is the main roundabout. This roundabout now represents the center of downtown, because I wanted to have a big plaza downtown. So basically the big plaza is like this park, which extends into here, which then extends like into here too a little bit. So I've created lots of little plazas, like this over here, this over here. Over here there's another roundabout, and here there's another big vast open space where I wanted just to create something where there's vast open space and you can just sit down and admire like the giant buildings. These buildings are humongous. This is my first city that I build with such tall skyscrapers. From far away it looks completely disproportionate. You're never gonna see a city with that many tall buildings. And like even Dubai probably looks like that, but I've never been to Dubai, so. But these skyscrapers are giant. Yeah, so this road over here has a shit ton of skyscrapers on it. But anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. So this over here is like the main park. On this part of the park over here, there's the Bell Center, which is the main arena, or like where like concerts happen and like sport teams play, like the NHL and shit. Well, in Montreal, it's the Bell Center, it's called, and so basically I found it in a workshop and I placed it here. So that's pretty cool how it's at the end of the park. And so over here is this part of the park. Then over here is the other part with lots of statues. And lots with the statue here. And then the park extends in here. I like a lot this part. This statue looks really cool. And I like this little place over here you can sit down and eat. And I really like how you look here, and for, like, how these buildings just how nicely they fit together. You know what I mean? And over here there's another little place. This one's not that interesting. So so this park over here is like, you know, downtown. Like, this is the main square, you know. And basically, I tried to kind of, this is St. Catherine, by the way, the main commercial road. And I tried to turn it sort of into like a Times Square, to feel like Times Square over here. I'll show you guys. I'm starting from a bit further. So as you're driving, there's very tall skyscrapers everywhere around you, but over here it opens up, and then you have like the park on your right and your left side. Like, look how beautiful this is. With the Sears Tower, it's just absolutely humongous. And then the park continues here, and you have like this big, oh man, I went way too high. This big open field. And this is kind of where like Times Square starts. I placed these buildings with like a lot of commercials on them, and this booty girl, and Macy's, the theater. Over here there's like a big mall, another one of these buildings with lots of commercials, this giant building. And over here comes this very beautiful road, which leads to the university campus. So it's very well placed. And so once you're back over here on like Times Square, then you also have this big space center, which is really cool. And you have the Flatiron building next to London building. And then as you continue, you know, there's still a bunch of shops everywhere. And this area over here has older buildings, as you can see. I like this area a lot. It's not fully done though. I haven't placed a bunch of details in it yet, but over here there is a big square with like older buildings. It's a pretty cool area, but it's not done, this area. And over here there is a museum, and over here is a train station with a hotel, which is like the end of the map. Literally my map ends here where this road is. So yeah. Anyway, so this is the main park, which extends all the way to here and then to here. Something very cool which I built, this whole area over here is all like commercial, like it's like the turn up district. You know where, what do you call it? I call it Plaza of Joy, but the theme, I guess, or the policy, where do you check? Theme, city planning. Anyway, I'm looking for, okay, yeah, it's this. It's leisure specialization. So it's a big square full of this. This is like really like the coolest. So this is like Sin Town over here. And yeah. So I placed a lot of skyscrapers boarding this park, like on its sides. And yeah, I really love this square. All right. So this is another really cool little place where the skyscrapers are really tall. You can come here and eat. And over here there's the other like important roundabout, which is over here. It's a bit less impressive, but it's nonetheless very nice. Over here there's like this huge wall of skyscrapers. It's like a canyon over here. Your left and your right, there's just giant skyscrapers. Yeah, it's huge. And this road then over here, it goes underneath another road, the road that you're gonna recognize it, and then the people that are walking, they pass over here, and this is that road that I showed you. Times Square is over there, and then you continue on this, and whew. So this is basically this part. Oh yeah, I really like. So if you guys remember this lake that I built, now there are so many more skyscrapers, so much more skyscrapers. Yeah, you can see from the lake, and basically, I wanted to build a central park here, and I wanted to build it all the way here, but then I ended up making it smaller and I wanted to be like more wild, like this one, but so this is more like the more wild park that we have in the city, and this is the more like nice park to go and have just a nice classic park. You know what I mean? It's a very nice and clean and taken care of park. So this is what it looks like from. So there are a lot of skyscrapers. As you can see on this road, all the big skyscrapers are on this road. So yeah, and this over here is that square. Over here I have a little park for the radio mast. And the park's pretty cool. It's very like interestingly shaped park. Over here there's a metro station right at the base of it, and here you can just come and you can eat because there's restaurants over here, and you can buy coffee and you can drink it here. So this is basically a downtown area that I changed. It took me a long time just to place all the skyscrapers perfectly, so that they're all placed in like the perfect angle. For example, this one, if I would have placed it in the other direction, like it's placed like this one's placed, it would have been way uglier. So all these things were placed with crazy attention, and yeah. So I've expanded a bit the city. I've added this part over here. It's a little neighborhood with like tramways that pass over here, and a nice little park here. It's not a big deal. So but what is very cool though is I completely changed this area. This whole portion over here. Well, I started changing this area. This wasn't a big deal. It's because all the houses in this area were like this, okay, suburban houses. But then I started to change all of them to these like Brooklyn styled homes. So it looks more aesthetically pleasing. So that took a little while, but that is not it was just like time consuming, but not artistic, you know what I mean, in any way. But this over here I had a lot of fun building. It's basically like the projects of our city, and I really like this building, and so I use it a lot. And basically they're all placed in different forms, and they have like little parks in them and parking lots. Like these guys over here, these three, I placed this soccer field, which actually works, and it's a park in the middle, and it looks so good. And over here I just placed these, and right over here there's a train station, and they have a path they can take to cross. And over here there's a bus terminal. Over here I placed more of these projects. Over here there's a high school. Over here there's more of these projects. You take this road, you come here, parking lot, and over here another little neighborhood of projects with some soccer fields, I think, and this little skate park. So these are the projects. And because I wanted to, you can't have your whole city just be apartments like this. That's just impossible, and it will look bad and just unfinished, because no city is this perfect and this modern, and you know what I mean. Even this over here, this is annoying me. This whole all of these skyscrapers here. This is like skyscraper city here. This is like too much. I mean, I have like all these skyscrapers downtown already, and I mean, for my skyline to be this big, it's only gonna start making sense when I'll have suburbs like filled in completely all over here. You know what I mean? Because now the skyline is just humongous, you know. So yeah. So I placed these more ghetto buildings, or I mean, and here I kind of did the same thing, but in a different fashion. It's it's like apartment buildings now, and I placed a lot of these with parking lots in between and some trees. Over here, I placed these other buildings. These are all placed by with Rico. Oh, and over here, I built this path, which is so popular, guys. Look at this. This is crazy, and it goes all the way on the other side of the trench. So a little park. It's a pretty cool area. It's very cozy. And then there's like this park, if you guys remember it from the first episode. I think I built it, and yeah. So yeah, so that's basically what I did. A little thing I was working on. I started working on an airport here, but it's so weird how much traffic it makes. I mean, guys, look at this. Look at this. They're all completely clustered in here. It's not like they don't have room. I mean, they're taking up the whole room. Look how many there are. And look at this. All these taxis waiting to come inside. And I placed this other airport, and no one comes here. They all want to come here. So if you guys want, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to fix this anyway. I'm gonna have to bring train stations and metro stations and tramway stations, build a highway. I don't know, but I have to fix this crazy traffic jam. So yeah, let me know if you guys think I should make this in the next episode, or maybe I'll do it automatically, like off cam, because I need to do it. Or if you guys want me to make a nice little episode for you guys about this. Because look at this. Like, there's so many cars now. But, yeah. It's pretty intense. And over here, what I did is I placed, like a check, like a border control kind of thing. So, basically, they come out of the airport and they drive safe, like, no worries whatsoever. And then they get here. And over here, they get checked by their passports and everything. And if they can enter the city. And if they can't, well, it's too bad. They're just driving, and then these signs started being like, slow down, we're going to check your car and everything. So, well, they don't slow down. I don't have the traffic plus mod or whatever it's called. But there's a mod you can make them slow down. Anyway, so this is the gatehouse to enter the city. This is the only way these tourists are able to enter. So yeah, the airport isn't much just yet, but it's really cool that it brings a lot of tourists, so I like that. So guys, I think this is about it. You know, I mean, I could go down on every street and like show you guys all the skyscrapers and little things I built, but I don't know if that's what you guys want to see. But thanks for watching, guys. This was my new and improved Skyline. So thanks for watching, guys. So please leave me some support in whichever form you guys want to, and have a nice day. Bye-bye, guys.